Hello everybody. How you all doing out there? I hope this video is finding you well. Welcome or welcome back to Get Right On In. My name is Andrew, for those of you who do not know, and today I am joined by my lovely father. Hi, Dad.
Hi, son.
For those of you who watch my channel, you might know a few weeks ago I had my mom on for her birthday, and today is Pops' birthday, so I wanted to bring him on today, and I wanted to discuss how the entertainment industry has changed throughout the course of his life. How does that sound?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sounds great. Alright, well then now with all of that introduction out of the way, without further adu,
Let's get right on in.
yeah! Okay, Dad. So let's start back at the beginning here. What was it like for you growing up with TV and movies, and was it still in the black and white days or what?
Growing up, the high point was listening to Big John and Sparky on the radio on Saturday morning.
Oh, wow.
That was the highlight. Then came TV, all 4 channels. I was in 3rd grade when the TV, black and white. I was the remote control because I was the one that actually got up and turned the channel.
Oh, that was before
yeah.
before you had the wireless.
Wireless? What's that?
Like the wireless, like the controls, the remote for the TV. That was the days that you had to turn up the volume. Did it have antennas and stuff or what?
Rabbit ears.
Rabbit ears?
Yeah, then we got really elaborate and put an antenna on the roof and pointed it toward Sierra Nevadas.
Oh, okay. It's the mountain range in California, for those of you who are...
Meadow Lakes is where the TV was. And our high point was at midnight they would log off the air on all the TV stations with the Star Spangled Banner, and then it would go blank.
I didn't know that. At midnight every night?
Midnight every night.
All 4 channels?
All 4 channels.
Wow. What did you used to watch on those 4 channels? Was there anything? Was that the Andy Griffith Show days or what?
After midnight, not very much.
Yeah. Well, that's when you're supposed to be asleep anyway when you were a young child.
Yeah. Well, no, let's see. We had Disneyland was on Sunday night at 7, just before Ed Sullivan, which was on at 8. That was a high point of those days. Lone Ranger was on radio. There was a murder mystery on the radio that you would listen to. I can't remember the name now. I think the guy got killed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did he get murdered after
yeah,
doing all the murder mysteries?
Yeah.
What about in like your high school and college days? That was when I'm sure there was more than 4 channels back then, and that was, I mean, when did movies start getting popular? Movie theaters and stuff.
Oh, we had movies. I delivered Fresno Bee as a bee carrier when about 10 years old to 13 and stuff like that. And if we did real good, we would get a free movie ticket per month.
Ooh.
And then we would all go down to the, I think it was the Crest Theater in Fresno, and we would all the kids would get in and watch movies on Saturday. Parents would drop you off naturally. It was a lot safer back then than what it is now.
Yeah.
But, movies were movies. Some of the movies that we watched back then was Gene Autry. There was a deal that we watched in actually elementary school. We had movies, and I ran the projector because I was in 6th grade, so I was one of the older guys. So, and it was Ma and Pa Kettle.
Okay.
Was one of the ones that we'd always watch. We watched that in the cafeteria. But, black and white, they did move and they did talk so you could hear people. Ma and Pa Kettle, I think, had subtitles.
Oh yeah, that was back in those days when they had to come out in between the scenes, right, to say what they were saying.
Right.
Yeah, like those are old school subtitles even. Not even on the bottom of the screen like they have these days.
Well, and sometimes you get lucky and get a movie that talked, though. You didn't have to have your brain wasted trying to read.
There's no such thing as brain wasting when you're reading. Not to the people on this channel.
Oh, really?
Okay, so let's move into like...
I've read some of your stuff.
Oh, whatever. You've read, yeah, from when I was a child up until now. Okay. Let's move on into like the 70s and 80s. And like, I mean, when color was happening, all the hippie movement was going on. How did things change?
Well, actually, 70s and 80s, I was already in my career. So I didn't have an opportunity to actually waste my time watching movies and such like that. I worked a 72-hour work week, so I didn't have that much time.
What were you doing?
What was I doing? I was in the fire department.
Yeah, firefighter over here. For 36, 7?
35 years.
35 years? Yeah. I remember your retirement party. One day, I'll show the axe that he has for his thing. I'll put it up in a little clip for everyone to see your fun little retirement gift.
Yeah, it was a great occupation, great career.
Yeah.
Then I retired and I got lonely, so I've been almost 20 years with search and rescue now, off and on, since I retired from fire.
Yeah, you volunteer a lot for them. And I mean, nowadays too, you like to watch that kind of TV, like the Highway to Hell and the Gold Rush and the outdoorsy kind of stuff where people get lost.
Well, you know, those are the real scenarios, they're not fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of stuff because a lot of that stuff I've already been there, done that.
Yeah, so it's relatable.
And I like to see how other people are doing things. They're real, real life, and I'm not into fantasy like some people I know. But
whatever, I got it from Mom.
Oh, I know. I'm into nonfiction.
You're into the nonfiction.
I'm in nonfiction.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, but you know, some of the books I read would be search and rescue books, or people getting lost, or hiking. I'm an outdoors guy, so hiking John Muir Trail, or
oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like reading about those and people's experiences because those type of experiences are real, and I enjoy reading real stuff. You can learn a lot from that too, you know.
Well, that's like, what's that guy, Jeff Aiello? You tell me a lot about Jeff Aiello. That's why you like him, isn't it? Because it's all...
Jeff Aiello.
He's got a YouTube channel, I'll link.
And his brother Greg, they used to work together, and now they've gone their separate ways, but both equally talented. Both of them are on PBS.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Out of Fresno. One of them's, Jeff is My Job Depends on Ag, is one of the ones on PBS out of Channel 18 in Fresno. We have Greg, I think he's on A&E.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so...
I've seen Jeff's stuff on YouTube, but I haven't seen Greg's, I don't think.
Yeah. Both of them have done trail stuff, you know, backcountry stuff, which I thoroughly enjoy.
Because that's where you used to fight all the fires. Was that in the backcountry sometime?
Nope.
No? You didn't do backcountry fires?
Nope. All rural.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just learned something new. I thought you were always out.
That's why I worked down in the valley.
Yeah, well.
No, I was back in the backcountry enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, learning stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where most of our searches were.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time back there, especially with a good friend named Kenny.
Kenny, yeah. I loved Kenny.
Yeah.
He was a good friend.
He really was. Died of COVID about a month ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
One of my best friends. We go way back.
Yeah, well, I was definitely sad when that happened, but it's been quite the interesting year for stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I'm not the only one who's been affected by COVID.
Yeah, I know.
So it's cruel.
Yeah, been very much of a downer over the last year.
Yeah.
But it has provided, I mean, better ways of communicating. I mean, obviously we have online now these days. I mean, we have...
Yeah, the Zoom.
The Zooms, and I mean, even being on YouTube, people with their channels and being able to convey education and knowledge. And I mean, some of the stuff that you watch all the time. I mean, you learn everything you need from YouTube these days, I feel.
Well, not everything, because I watch some of these YouTube channels, and I watch some of these people trying to explain how to do stuff, and that's not really how you're supposed to do it, you know, from my life experience.
Yeah.
But that's fine as long as they get their subscribers and their little thumbs up.
Hey, those are important. Those are important things to have. It's called engagement.
Well, right.
We like engagement.
A lot of people do that just to get people to thumbs up.
He's obviously not talking about BookTube.
No. Well, no, BookTube has its place too. You know, listening to some of Andrew's stuff on BookTube, you know, most of it's fantasy, correct?
It is, yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'm not into fantasy.
I know. That's why I made a face. I was like, oh.
Well, no, you know, some of his books and the writings that he's done that were real life.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking major.
I know,
and
yeah.
You guys have not been able to see that. I have.
Dad.
I mean, major.
I'm gonna turn the color of your shirt. You and Mom both did this to me. Coming on my show and started talking about my stuff.
Well, yeah, I couldn't read his first book.
Well, no, because it wasn't good.
Well, no, I started reading it, and you know, being he's my son, I've taught him everything he knows. I'm reading this fantasy stuff, and I'm thinking, where the hell did he get this?
From Mom.
So, well,
And from all my time in the Boy Scouts out in the wilderness doing crazy stuff.
oh well, yeah, that's good. Actually, I just got a happy birthday thing that I forwarded to you.
Oh yeah, I just got
You
it.
became Eagle Scout on my birthday, so.
Which I forgot. I didn't realize it was your birthday that
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
But I'm an Eagle Scout, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know on my channel. Now you do.
Yeah, proud of him.
Thanks.
Learned a lot. He's learned a lot on survival.
I have.
You know, through a lot of that stuff. It's
Yeah.
kind of subliminal.
Yeah.
What they teach.
I'm
So-
very good with direction. I always tell people I'm the best person to get lost with. Because I can get unlost pretty easy.
You do know where north is.
I do, and I know how to find north in multiple different ways.
Except in New Zealand.
No, because the sun is just in the opposite side of the sky. So like here in North America, the sun's in the southern portion of the sky, and down there it's in the northern. So that's how you know.
Right. And also you came up with, in New Zealand, there's no Big Dipper
There is
pointing
not.
to north.
There is not. They have the
How
Southern
many
Cross.
of you guys knew that one?
Well, anyone in New Zealand would know that they didn't have. They have the Southern Cross for the Southern Star.
Right.
And that's how you get unlost from that. But not a lot of people I feel also know that the Big Dipper points to the North Star and that the North Star is the brightest star in the tail of the Little Dipper. Because a lot of people just think that the North Star is the brightest star in the sky, and that's wrong. But I'm pretty sure you're the one that taught me how to find the North Star.
Most likely.
Either that or Boy Scouts or a combination of both.
Well, you learn that.
Yeah.
So, but you know, getting away from Boy Scouts, it's been a reel where you can actually read about some of the stuff that goes on. I've read some search and rescue books, life, true nonfiction books about search and rescue and searches and where people got lost and where they couldn't find them and how they were found and stuff like that, which is a learning experience. I go through these books and I'm reading them, and the author of the book is telling about the search, and I'm able to pick up before the end of the book what they're alluding to in the middle of the book, and I'm pretty well know where the person is, because they're giving that hint, to come back to it. So, but that's just through experience.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have a lot of that. Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in Yosemite, so all them woods and everything. You definitely have a lot of experience out there.
Yeah.
Well, did you have anything else that you wanted to say about the entertainment industry or search and rescue or
No,
woods?
I don't know how we got from black and white TV to this.
I don't know.
This kind-
That's how it happened.
We were able to flow right into
Yes,
that
yes, we
toilet.
sure were. Yes. I mean, I do have a travel channel as well, so all of that kind of, it's always going on in my mind.
Right, and you're actually very good at it too.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm sure glad I delivered you in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, you did. Not on this day, though. This day,
No.
you were the one delivered
Right,
in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to you.
yeah. Couldn't push him back.
No, he tried. Bob. All right. Well, I think that's going to do us here then for our little conversation.
Okay, well, we can get right on out.
Oh yeah, we can get right on out. But before we do that, if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you considered it giving it one of those little thumbs up that we were talking about earlier, as well as potentially even pressing on that little subscribe button to join me on Tuesdays and Thursdays and sometimes on Sundays for bookish and writerly and entertainment-y-esque content just like this. What is that for?
As a love.
Oh, that's the heart. You're doing the heart?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, then there we go. I hope you all have a day just as beautiful as you, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for joining me, Dad.
Bye.
Bye.